gentlemen, it's Friday night and you're here at First Coast Comedy's great event. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we need to bring the ghouls and the goblins out, and to do that we need to make some noise. That's right. I said make some real noise. And let's welcome your host, Alex Gringa.
All right, $1 million for the first person who knows what I am. Back to the Future, you got it, thank you. Spent a lot of time on this, a lot of incredible attention to detail. If you Google it, you'll be like, wow. That's a really, what's that?
I was going to say hot.
Joe, thank you. Yeah, like hot, like I'm hot. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. All right. All right, welcome to First Coast Comedy. My name is Alex Grindeland. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I will be your host for tonight's entertainment. But let me do a quick survey. By show of hands, who has never seen a show here at First Coast Comedy before? Oh, a lot of us. All right, good. All right, put your hands down. All right, now by show of hands, who has seen a show here at First Coast Comedy, but for your very first time tonight?
Wow.
It was the same question. The same hands should be up. All right, now by show of hands, just out of curiosity, who is seeing a show here at First Coast Comedy, but for your very last time tonight? Very judgmental. You just said I was hot a second ago. All right, so for those of you who do not know, most of the time when people think comedy, they think stand-up comedy, which is, we all know what that is. That's somebody with a microphone who pre-planned a bunch of jokes. They spent a lot of time working on them, writing them down, getting them perfect, so that they could present them to an audience. That's not what we specialize here at First Coast Comedy. Here we specialize in improv comedy. What does that mean? It means that you paid money to see a show that we have not bothered to make a plan for. So, in order to do that, I'm going to have to go to you, tonight's audience, but because it's a Halloween themed show, and so when I go to you, normally I say you, the audience, and you say audience. But I want you to say audience in a creepy way. So what would that be? It'd be like, audience, all right? So you got to do that, and it's not TV. I can see you. If you're not participating, I make everybody do it again. All right, so hey, you, the audience. Very good. That's what he's talking about. All right, so let's do a quick practice. Let's say I go to this section over here. Anybody over here? I want you to shout out something you got dressed up for as Halloween when you were a child. A witch, I heard. Most likely and clearly, I'll take the suggestion of a witch. Over here, in the middle section, a place other than a house that you think could be haunted. A tent, I heard. A tent. A haunted tent. It's been here for 8 minutes. From this section over here, I want you to shout out in a spooky voice, your mother's maiden name and your social security number. A lot of zeros in your social security number. Now that you shouted that out, you might see a spooky charge on your credit card statement. All right, so that's how suggestions are gotten. When you have a suggestion, please do shout it out loudly and proudly, as I will always try and take the very first thing that I hear. The next thing you need to know is, because I am asking you at various points of the show to shout things out, notice that there's both grown-ups and children here, so keep that in mind when you're shouting things out. So we're going to do a clean show. Sounds good? Yeah, clapping for that is good. It's good. Yeah. If you want the dirty show, come back for the 10 o'clock show, and you can, all those filthy, depraved things you want to shout out, you can shout them out, and then you can watch people act that out on stage, and then you can sit there and wonder why you wanted to see that. That's the 10 o'clock show. Normally it's called the Blue Show, but tonight it's the Boo Show. All right, in any case, there's that. The other thing you need to know before we get started here is that at various points throughout the show, I might ask for the help of one or more fun-loving audience volunteers to come up here and actually help us out in a game. So, without me saying anything else about that, who thinks that later you might be interested or willing to try that out? One. I see two. I see three. I see four. I see five. Give it up for the 5 bravest among you, the bravest. Excellent. And for those of you who did not raise your hand, I know why you didn't raise your hand. You didn't raise your hand because at some point in your life you saw a comedy show, maybe a YouTube video, where a comedian was mean to somebody and picked on them and made them feel bad. And so you're thinking, I'm not going to give them the opportunity to do that to me. Well, let me tell you what, here at First Coast Comedy, our First Coast Comedy promises that that's not what we do. Earlier I said this is not a stand-up comedy show. Stand-up comedians have this advantage where they do a show, and then after the show, they get in their car and they drive out of state. We work with a group of locals who are here, as some combination of the same group is here every single Friday and Saturday, and that is to say, if we were mean to you, we would not be that hard to find later. So, for that reason, we take exactly the opposite approach. If you choose to come up here and help us out in a game and volunteer, you will be very glad that you did it. We will make you the envy of everybody here. We will make you look awesome. You will walk off this stage going, wow, I am so glad I made that decision. And you'll win a prize. Ooh. Let's do a really spooky impressed ooh. You'll win a prize. That prize is random. It could be one of a few different things. 2 different things. It could be either a brand new, fresh out of the package, spooky iPad. Whoa. Or it could be a free pass to come back to a future show. It could be either one, but we know which one you want. iPads, everybody's got one of those. Not everybody has a future free pass. In any case, I'm really warmed up. There's one more group of people who needs to get warmed up. Who could that be? Oh, that must be you, the... Ooh, let's see it even spookier with like some other like monster noises. You, the... All right, the way that we're going to do that here is something we call the clap-o-meter. The clap-o-meter works like this. We start at a 1, and we work our way up to a 10. A 1 is like a nice, polite golf clap, or like a, I am at a theater show kind of clap, all right? And then every time we say the next number, we double the current level of applause, so that by the time we get to 10, it's crazy in here. All right, but that means like somewhere around 4, 5, and 6, hooting and hollering and making vampire cackles, all completely socially appropriate. You're allowed. You won't get in any trouble. All right, so we got to earn it. We got to start with a nice, polite level 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And we're doubling that to a 5. And we're doubling that to a 6. And a 7.
All right, let's keep it going for your brainiac players. Let's bring them to the stage. That's right, everybody. We have in St. John, Jazz Alexa, Jared Jackson, Adam Feynman, Stephanie Nicholson, and let's not forget about your host, Marty McFly, Alex Brendan!
No, what year is it? What year? I overshot. All right, so we're going to jump into our very first game. We get 2 players up for the game that we're going to call Spooky Story. Here's how this is going to work. From somebody in this section over here, shout out the name of either yourself or somebody in your party. Did I hear Greg? Did somebody say Greg? Oh no, they didn't say Greg, they said Lori. I misheard. It wasn't Greg, it was Lori. Did somebody say Greg? Nobody said Greg. What did you say in the back over there? Megan. Oh, not Greg, Meg. That's what I heard. Okay. So, this is, and somebody in this section, give me like a spooky location. A haunted house is a spooky location. What's another spooky location? A cemetery. All right. And give me a spooky kind of creature.
Monkey.
A werewolf. All right. The name of this story is Megan Meets a Werewolf in the Cemetery. All right. So here's what's going to happen. These players are going to tell a story together. However, they have to do it in a very particular way, which is one word per person at a time. They will be eliminated if one of them either just talks too slow, where I'm like, I want to keep up the pace. We got to tell this story fast. Or if one of them says more than one word at a time. If they say 2 words or 3 words. Or if they cause an obvious grammatical error. They will be out of there! Everybody say and do that with me with your hands in the clappatory position. Like I said, I can see you. They will be out of there! Actually, both players will rotate. We'll get a new round. All right, so this is Megan encounters a werewolf at the cemetery. And Adam, you'll have the first word. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Megan had a big surprise for her boyfriend. He was discovered in a grave. His body was reanimated into a werewolf. Megan screamed, "Ah! Johnny, you're alive!"
No! Alive. Doesn't make sense. Ben is out of here. All right, both players rotating. All right. From somebody in this section, shout out the name of somebody in your party. Ellen. Are you Ellen? All right. Okay. What's a scary thing to see?
Monkeys.
I heard 2 things. I heard monkeys and a witch. So Ellen sees a monkey witch. All right, is the name of this story. All right, Jared, you're going to have the first word. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And real quick, 1,000,000 points to anybody who can tell me what Stephanie's costume is. Iron. The Iron Chef. You got it. You did it. Yeah, I got it. 1,000,000 points. Yeah. All right, here we go. What was the name of the story again?
Ellen encounters a wicked witch.
Ellen encounters the monkey witch. All right, Jared, begin.
Oh,
My
goodness!
look
And
that
monkey witch
she
cried
out
to
her.
man,
Oh,
"That's
such
a
scary
looking."
monkey witch.
Yes!
I
No!
that is
Herbert!
so
What
shall
I
do
about
this
monkey witch
who
is
crawling
towards
us.
go!
Get
Eh,
the axe.
eh,
Kill
eh,
right
now!
Herbert.
Okay!
I will.
Well,
I will. She is. We had already agreed that monkey witch was a contraction. We're not taking I will as a contraction. All right, so you see how the game works. We're coming up with spooky titles and spooky stories that have never been told. Who wants to shout out the whole title for me? We don't have to work together and piece it together. Who's got a whole spooky title for me? Okay, we'll work together on it. Fine, we're not there yet. Okay. All right. From somebody way in the back. Give me. Well, this name thing is fun. The name of somebody in your party. Steve. All right. And somebody over here. Give me a movie monster. Okay, Frankenstein. Shrek is a movie monster, but not exactly the kind we're looking for. The name of the story is simply because Frankenstein is Dr. Frankenstein's last name. So the name of this story is Steve Frankenstein. All right, so Jess, you'll have the first word. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
There
Was
a
brother
named
Steve.
Frankenstein
He
was
and
man.
No! be a vowel. She is out of there. Let me get some players up. Here we go. All right. Okay. Now we're gonna try this again, gang. Who's got an entire title of a story for me? Yeah, right there.
The mummy meets the lesbian.
We're gonna change who the mummy meets because it seems weird. The mummy. All right. The mummy meets the octopus. All right. Very good. And Ben, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Jason,
The
mummy,
was
a
scuba
diver,
and
he
went
down
in
the
water.
and
He
had
a
epiphany.
he
Saw
a
big
oh
octopus.
and
It
was
pink.
and
It
was
mean.
and
It
was
gorgeous.
so
He
took
out
his
bolts
and
He is out of there. Let me get two more players up. All right, I'm gonna do one more round here, but I'm gonna change up the rules. All right. So, Jas, you get to say 2 words. You get, Jared, you get to say 3 words. All right. So 2, 3. If you say too many or too few, you're out of there. All right. Ooh, we've had time to think about it. Give me the spooky name of a spooky story. Hannibal Lecter chews bubblegum. Oh, good. Excellent. It's hard to do with that thing right on his face. Can't move his jaw good. Yeah. Hannibal Lecter chews bubblegum. All right, Jas. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
First word, go.
Hannibal Lecter
Chewed his bubble
gum so
that Clarice would
pop his
bubble and then
chew the
gum herself because
she liked
to eat bubble gum.
Tripped over his words. Jas is the winner! It's a little science fiction, a little Halloween. All right, so for this next game, I need to send some players out of the room. Who am I sending out of the room? 1 and 2 and 3. All right, so on 3, everyone say, "Get out of here!" 1, 2, 3. Get out of here! All right, we sent them out of the room so they cannot hear the suggestions I'm about to get from all of you. Before I do that, I gotta ask, what's with? Are you guys dressed as something? Unicorns? Are you celebrating something or just Halloween?
Halloween. You chose us to dress up.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
You did. You
I
did.
feel like we deserve like free tickets back. We participated. And I even have a little tail.
You have a tail. Wow. You'll get something. You'll get something. Okay. Actually, you know what? They participated, and most of you didn't. Clap for them. Most of you didn't dress up as nothing. All right, we're gonna get some lines of dialogue here from all of you. So these lines of dialogue could come from a variety of sources, but of course tonight we want to make it spookier than normal. So think of maybe like lines of dialogue that someone either famously said in a scary movie, or you imagine someone might have said in a scary movie. So think about that for a second. All right, from this section over here, who's got a line for me?
Lions and tigers and bears.
The terrified, shrilling cry of lions and tigers and bears, oh my. All right, from the middle, who's got another line for me?
I'll get you, my pretty.
Same, yeah, those are both from Titanic. I'll get you, my pretty. You're really fully committed to the voice. From this section, who's got a line for me?
I want to drink your blood.
Ooh, very good. I want to drink your blood. All right. Let's say from somebody way in the back, there's a lot of songs that are kind of Halloween-themed songs. Earlier we heard Thriller. There's spooky, scary skeletons. Who's got a line that in your mind from like a Halloween-themed song? Wait, say it again for me much louder. I am the Oogie Boogie Man. Whoa, oh. Whoa and oh. And I heard somebody said something up here. Okay. What'd you say? I was working in the lab. Dot, dot, dot.
I put a spell on you.
Ooh, very good. I put a spell on you is another line. How many lines do I have so far, you two?
Well, after that one, make 6.
6 lines, all right. Let me get like one more line for the scene. Anything at all. Ooh, very good. The line is the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
What was the line before that? Put a spell on you?
I put a spell on you. All right, and so now the next thing I want are I want things that a person would do in a horror movie. So you know how like in a horror movie, at some point somebody's going to be running away from the very slow, lumbering villain, and they fall down a lot for some reason, right? What's another thing that's characteristic of a visual that happens in a horror movie? Wait, what did you say back there? All right, so goes off by themselves. That's going to be a stage direction. Give me another one. And what about chainsaw? Okay, so I'm going to say grabs a chainsaw. Very good. And give me one more.
You just stand there and scream.
Oh, and screams. Just screams. All right, so give it up for yourselves. Those great suggestions. You did so good. All right, so here's what's going to happen in the future. In a moment, we're going to call the players back in here. These two have written down all of the lines of dialogue you just said. They're going to be strewn about the front edge of the stage. Those players outside are going to start performing a scene. At any time, any of those players can reach down, pick up a line of dialogue, and as soon as their eyes meet the page, they have to immediately say it as though their characters suddenly thought to say it of their own accord. And then they all have to work together to make it make sense in the context of that scene. So let me get a quick review of these lines.
I have, I'll get you, my pretty. I put a spell on you. I am the Oogie Boogie Man. Whoa, oh. Goes off by themselves. The stage direction screams.
I was working in the lab. I want to drink your blood. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. It was the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. And the stage direction would grab a chainsaw.
Right, give it up for Jared and Adam, everybody. They both are wearing jeans and a black shirt. They're dressed as twins.
That's scary.
Ooh. All right, so now all we need to do is get the players back in here. So on 3, everyone just shriek like you're scared of a monster. All right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, give it. That's fine. Clapping is good. All right. So, a lot of scary movies take place on like a camp where there's like young camp counselors. What's another place where a bunch of scary movies take place? In a hospital. Yeah. At some point they're in a hospital for some reason. All right. So, your suggestion for the scene, the location is a hospital. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
Nurse, could you mind dabbing my brow?
I'd be delighted.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Betty. Wait, the lights just flickered.
Oh, I hadn't noticed.
I am the Oogie Boogie Man. Whoa! Oh. That was my nickname in medical school. I had a lot of people die on me. It was terrible.
That's right, Dr. Steen. That's why I wanted to work for you, because of the death. I like death, but also alive.
The lights keep flickering.
Do they? I hadn't noticed. The lights keep flickering. I'll get you, my pretty. I mean, that's pretty. The work that you do, it's fantastic. It's pretty. Very pretty.
So you get my work, is what you're trying to say.
I get your work.
We need to go check the breakers. Let's go into the basement and check the breakers. The lights keep flickering.
Excellent. Oh, wait for me.
Oh. What are you doing in my dungeon?
Hi, Marie. It's just Marie.
The intern. It was the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. That was the other applicant that we had for the internship. But Marie took this one. Flying colors, Marie. Ugh.
Oh,
And an intern, a few words, that's how I like them.
I hope she comes back. Because when she's back, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. I can show my collection of carcasses that I have in my office.
Oh yeah, you've got a lot of stuffed things in there.
That's right.
Let's check this breaker. Ugh. All right.
Ooh, spooky.
It didn't do anything. Oh, Marie's back.
Isn't she the best?
It's the best. The best.
Dr. Steen.
Yeah, with your interview, it was so good.
Suck at this spell.
Oh, this will help fix our lighting problem. All right, this chainsaw is not one to turn off. Dr. Steve! It's me, Kyle, your roommate from medical school. You let me die! Oh, no! I remember it's been 20 years. I found you up in the breaker room in the hospital.
Oh!
No!
You're doing exact for this.
Oh, this is the best day of my life! I was working in the lab, and my dreams are coming true. Oh, Marie! Thank you.
I'm gonna do one more pull on this chainsaw and hopefully it starts this time. I should have been the intern. Too bad for you.
And that's that! All right, give it to the players one more time. All right, so this next game, somebody give me a job of somebody in your family.
Engineer.
Ooh, I heard engineer and sales. I'm going to take both of these suggestions. Selling engineers. Whatever, however you want to use it. So this game we're going to play now is a game called Death Pendulum. Here's how it's going to work. The player's going to start performing a scene. I can call out a player's name. Whatever player's name I call out, they have to die. What that means is they just become suddenly like a limp body, and the other players have to maneuver them into the scene. All right, so if I call out another player's name, the player who just died comes back to life, and then that player dies, and they have to deal with that problem now. All right, so in the game of Death Pendulum with sales and engineering, players, are you ready?
Yes!
Boss, I'm almost done finishing the stress test on these cylinders for the new engine. Only 20 more minutes to go and the test is complete.
An engine? All right, very well. I'll pack this cell back away.
Oh, you don't have to pack it away. We were going to use it later if you...
All right, then.
Jerry died.
Oops! I dropped it!
Where's the sail? Is it almost ready? Listen here. You ready. You hear?
Of course, he's got to be ready for the sale, but he dropped the cell.
Oh, I dropped the cell.
Yeah,
Let me
the
get
battery.
Let me get the cell.
Ah,
Oh, let me hold
old Roger, he's getting weak in the hands there. I'm
Hold
gonna
the cell. I'm holding
put
the
it
cell.
inside of the
I got this. I got it.
chassis.
Gas, die.
Hurry up, because my boat that I commissioned from you is sailless.
It's sailless. It's sailless. I'm so sorry, Mrs. Anderson. I'll start working on your sail right away.
Adam, die.
There's a hole in it right here. Look. Oh, I just tore it more.
Oh, no! I have a big expedition and I need a full sail.
I've got a thread in my pocket
Listen,
and a needle in this one.
okay, I respect the craftsmanship. I recognize a Boy Scout when I see one. Oh, look, it's almost whole.
Voila!
You know, you're the best. I'm going to promote you to first mate. That's right.
Let's put it on your boat now.
Let's go. Come on. Let's do it.
Gas, die.
Hurry, fellas, hurry. The regatta's about to start.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait for the regatta.
Here we are on the high seas.
Oh, I haven't seen the ocean since I moved here from San Diego.
Gas, die.
I love San Diego.
Adam, die.
Perhaps we'll set sail for there.
Adam, Jared, die.
Oh, okay. San Diego it is. That's a great idea. You are the best. You've got all the great ideas.
Jared, stay dead. Jas, also die.
I'll take the wheel.
Give it to the players in that round. All right, here's a quick question for you. Is there anybody here celebrating anything other than Halloween? Anybody here celebrating a birthday or
Two birthdays.
Oh, these are both your birthdays?
Not today.
Oh. So it's neither of your birthdays?
We're celebrating today.
Is it
birthday month.
Oh, it's your birthday month. Okay. That's great. That's good. That's good. All right. And do you two know each other?
No,
You don't? Do you really not know each other?
it's my dad.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you a question. Because it's your birthdays, I'm going to give you both the first opportunity to volunteer if you want to. Now, you do not have to. If you want to just sit there and enjoy the show, that's fine. No pressure. But if you want to be the first to volunteer, I'll give you the first chance. Would either or both of you like to?
Go ahead, Dad.
I made a few.
Let's see.
Give it up for everybody. Bill? Hey, give it up for Bill, everybody! In this game, we could use the help of one more volunteer. If there's anybody else here who just wants to. If there's anybody else here.
Her.
Well, you don't have to. She already said she. Oh, you want to do it? Okay, she wants it. Oh, yeah. Nikki, everybody! You could have both stepped here up at the same time. But you both wanted your own entrance music. I get it. Oh, watch out. All right. All right, so I tell you what, Nikki, why don't you go over there? Actually, both of you, why don't you go over there and explain? And the players will explain the game to you, while I'll explain the game to you in the Alright, so for the purpose of this game, we're going to say that Bill has just become much, much younger. He's like a child, and you're going to be reading him a spooky story. And this story is going to be about Nikki. Alright, so we've heard about a cemetery and a hospital. What's another place or actually, what's the job that that you think of people having in scary movies? Alright, I heard mortician and undertaker, so alright, so this is going to be Nikki the Mortician is the name of this game. Alright, so, in the game of spooky, scary bedtime story, what's going to be happening is one of the players is going to be reading a bedtime story to Bill. Because Bill can't sleep. But it's a spooky story, and what's going to happen is that every once in a while the player will not be able to read one of the words. They won't be able to pronounce it. And so Bill is going to fill in that word that they cannot figure out, and then the players are going to have to adjust to that new reality moving forward. The name of the story is Nikki the Mortician, and Nikki is going to be acting out her own story with the other players on the other side of the stage. So, are y'all good, or do you need a brief timeout? All right, I'm going to take a brief timeout. So, in the game, actually, let me give you some First Coast Comedy related announcements. First of all, did you know we have a website that let us have one of those? It's firstcoastcomedy.com. Hey, say that with me. The website is firstcoastcomedy.com. There you can find out about all of the different shows we do. You can find out how to hire us for your event. I know that your workplace or something has some holiday parties coming up soon, that you need entertainment at. You could, if you so choose, talk to whoever makes those decisions at your place. It's probably Linda in HR. And then you go talk to Linda and you say, we want First Coast Comedy to come to our event and provide the entertainment, a specialized show just for us. And we can do that because we have a van! That's right, it's a 2010 Honda Odyssey. They don't just give those away. Also, we teach Improv Comedy 101, 201, and more. If you're watching this and you're like, I want to learn those skills, I want to apply them to my life, I want to expand as a person, become more creative, have more stage confidence, and be funnier and make friends, you can sign up for Improv Comedy 101 starting up in January. There's more announcements and more stuff on our website, but I think we're ready. So, with the help of Bill and Nikki, with the story of Nikki the Mortician, players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin!
Woo! 3 a.m., Bill. It's a little late. I know you've been staying up all night, and I
had no idea.
You had no idea. I mean, I get it, man.
You told me we'd be done by midnight.
I told you we'd be done, but we have to finish every single volume of World War II in color. It's 20 hours, and it was so worth it, and now we know so much about history, but we're tired. But restless.
You know how old I am.
Oh, yeah, I do, Bill. I sure do.
I got nothing.
Oh, you got everything, but we got to get you to bed, sir. We've got to get you to bed. I know it's been a lot of fun watching all 7 volumes of World War II in color. Come on, stay with me. I'm going to read you your favorite story. This one's about your own daughter, written by your own daughter, Nikki the Mortician. Yeah, see, now you're interested. All right, you ready for this? Okay, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a mortician named Nikki, and every day she was in the basement of the morgue, treating the dead bodies as they came in and prepared them for their physical departure from this world. Yeah, Nikki loved her job so much that one day she opened up a cadaver, and what did she find in that cadaver, Bill? She found something really valuable, really unexpected in the cadaver.
I think it was the bracelet to her grandmother's burial vault.
The bracelet to her grandmother's burial vault. And when she discovered it, she shouted out,
"Oh, that's so beautiful!"
And then she cackled like, louder! Louder! And then lightning bolts struck outside, and there was an eerie. Yeah, it's getting good, huh? It's getting good. So she went to her.
So real.
I know. She wrote it, right? So, chapter 2, she goes to the burial chamber of her grandmother. And she holds up the bracelet and she can see there's an inscription on it, and it says something. What does it say, Bill? What's it say on the inscription of the bracelet?
Oh
right
my
here?
God, good gracious golly above.
Oh wow! And then she read it out loud.
Oh, good gracious, good golly above.
And then there was another flash and a bang, and the chamber started to open with a rumble. Just like Indiana Jones, right?
Oh my God.
And there was, what was in there? Who was in there still alive somehow?
It was Cookie!
It was Cookie! Cookie who?
Cookie the Monster!
Cookie the Monster! And Nikki kind of knew who Cookie the Monster was.
Yes! It was her mother!
Oh, it was her mother! Cookie the Monster was her mother. And Nikki said to her mother, whom she had not seen in a while, she said,
Oh,
what did Nikki say?
how you doing?
And Nikki's mom had a lot to say.
Oh, me so glad me missed you. Me hungry. Get me cookies.
But,
You look so pretty, just like your mommy.
but she had one special task for Nikki to complete to help her deliver her to the afterlife.
I need you to do one very thing.
Whatever, I'll do for you.
I need you to make me special cookies.
She had to make her special cookies. So chapter 3, Nikki goes home to her house, but her home, spin around a bunch. Chapter 3, in her house. But something was wrong when she arrived in her car. The lights were off. The door was locked. And what was going on in the window, Bill, in that dark room in the story?
Oh, I have no idea. It must have been the grandmother and the mother just explaining what the hell is going on here.
We don't know who was in the window.
No, but it could have been anybody.
It could have been
the aunts, the uncles, or the very dead grandparents from many years ago in Italy.
It could have been all of them, but it was someone. It had to be someone. Who was it specifically?
Oh, it must have been Joe.
It was Joe! And Joe looked out the window down at Nikki and cried out,
Hello down there!
and he said, this is my house now.
I haunt this place, and I'm not giving it up.
But Nikki had some words for him. She was ready.
I'm not gonna take that from you. This is my house, and I'm coming in.
So then what did she pull out to exterminate the ghosts from her residence, Bill?
I think it was a monocular.
A monocular!
Oh!
And he vanished.
All right, so first of all, give it up for the birthday pair here. I tell you what, earlier I told you you would not go home empty-handed. I tell you what, Bill, you're going home with a free pass to come back to a future show. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And Nikki, you're going home. You ever played an escape room before?
Yes.
Have you ever been to prototype escape games?
No.
Good, because that's what you're going to get. It's a free pass to go to prototype escape games. They have a really scary escape room called something about cannibals or something. There's cannibals. It's very scary. So that's your free pass to do that. Give it up for both of them, everybody. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Are you going to Switzerland?
She lives there.
You live in Switzerland? Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what. Oh, okay, you keep that. Yeah. Very good. And hey, you two. I was told you I was going to give you a prize earlier, and somebody shouted out the iPad. So I feel like you should get the iPad, right? So anything happens to your eye, you just take that right out of there and put it on there. And then, all right, give it up for the players in that round, everybody. That brings us to to a very important part of our show, and that is in just a moment. We're going to go to our brief First Coast Comedy intermission. During intermission, you've got a number of options. Your first option is to stay in your chair and not talk to anybody. You're allowed to do that if you want to, but if you do that, you should stare at your phone and go to firstcoastcomedy.com, where you can find out about all that stuff I told you, how to hire us for a team building event at your workplace, and more. But also, you can go visit Steve at the bar. You can go visit Steve if you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, or if you just like Miller Lite and hanging out in your garage. Either way, Steve's got what you need. So just make sure when you talk to Steve, you appreciate Steve in a way that Steve will appreciate, and in a way that if he invests wisely, will appreciate over time. Because the ghosts won't stop haunting his house unless he gives them cash. Cold hard cash is what they take. And the restrooms are right through those doors. Don't be fooled. There's not just one restroom to the right. There's another one to the left. So don't form an unnecessary line. There's two restrooms. Why would you stand there and just waiting for the one when there's a whole another one? All right. We will see you after this very brief First Coast Comedy intermission. it back. Hand us. We did it. All right, we're gonna jump right back into the action here. Actually, before we do that, let's meet some of the people who do not get to share in the white hot spotlights of the stage, but do help this place keep going. Hey, she was your first point of interaction when you walked in. She made you feel warm and welcome and wonderful here at First Coast Comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Emma! Hey, back there running the roaming cam, we stream all of our shows, our 7:30 shows, I should say, to our YouTube page. So if you're not here and you want to watch the show, you can do that on YouTube. Just follow First Coast Comedy. You can even leave suggestions in the chat. But they're running the roaming camera. That's Anthony! He's having the time of his life back there. Over there, when he's not here, he's running his own gym. I'm saying that because of his costume. Ladies and gentlemen, that's James! Hey, back there, turning the knobs and the dials, keeping everything going, that's Michael! That makes a lot of sense. Alright, so, we're going to jump right back into the action here. Let me get the players up here for the game. Last action, death joke. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. You know how, like, in a horror movie, sometimes you get, like, a clever killer, like, who's the guy with the claws and the... Freddy. You know, before he kills somebody, he always says some clever line before he does it or after he does it. We made a game out of that. So let me get one of the players down here. If the suggestion was a penguin, a player might walk up to another player and go, "Ka! Oh no, what'll you do?" That's how penguins walk, right? So, I'm going to get suggestions from all of you, and the players are going to have to make pun, death, lame horror movie lines before they kill somebody. All right. From somebody in the back, you go to the grocery store, there's a whole aisle dedicated to this sort of a product. What is it?
Dairy.
Dairy! All right, so this is all the dairy-related deaths in the game. Death jokes. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Bruh. Oh no, he's still 2% alive.
Holding on by the stem of his teeth.
Oh, that looks really painful. Cow.
Sir! Now you're half and half.
Alright, yeah, you stay there, Jazz. You got that out. Alright, and that was fun. What's another, a label on an aisle at the grocery store? We got the dairy aisle. What's another label?
Condiments.
The condiments aisle. Alright, here we go, and players, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
No, you'll never catch up.
Mayo, die please.
Now you're sauced.
I've been coming around killing people, you must have heard. Mustard.
I did it! I killed her. This moment I will relish. Your name's Racha. Sriracha.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I'm in a pickle.
There's the condiment test. All right, for anybody in the room, give me a really common profession. A veterinarian. All right, these are all the veterinarian jokes. And players, begin.
You have been spaded.
Here, just drink this really, really, really hot, spicy tomato juice. Now go ahead and try to talk, but you can't because your voice is hoarse. Bow!
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh! Wait a minute, I've killed you before. You're not nude here. Neutered.
Yes! I'm killing it. Get it?
And back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I'm a goner.
8. I got all 9 of your lives.
Oh, nice ear!
Oh.
Oh, it looks so much better on me, but perhaps I'd look better if I paired it. Pair it.
Wow, that was fun. I'd have done that at any cost, no matter how long the feline.
When I asked for a profession, somebody over here said teacher, so I'm going to take that next. The profession of a teacher, and go!
This is a can of chunky soup. Ha! It's a student.
They're gonna line you in chalk.
Try to pay attention.
The exam is over! Time's up!
Kapow! I have rung your bell!
I killed him with a pole. Apple.
All right, you can have a seat. All right, so this is our last opportunity of the night for anybody who might want to volunteer and help out. If you've been dying to volunteer, this is your chance. Anybody want to do it who hasn't gotten a chance? Hmm?
Do it.
Yeah, you want to do it?
You want to do it?
Okay. I hear there's negotiation happening back there. You'll win a prize. It's easy. It's fun. You want to?
Yeah, sure.
All right, give it up for everybody. You got the spooky Rocky music. All right, hey, say your name nice and loud for everybody. Scott. Give it up, Scott. Say what, Scott. I'm gonna have you have a seat in that stool right there. All right, this is a game called Audience Sound Effects. Somebody set up the microphone there for Scott. So first of all, for this scene, give me one more spooky suggestion of anything you want it to be. What is it?
Squeaky door.
A squeaky door. All right, that makes sense. And what kind of a place is this squeaky door at? Like a grocery store or
A castle.
a castle? All right, your suggestion for this scene is a castle. All right, in the game of audience sound effects, what's going to happen? First of all, Scott, go ahead and say your name nice and loud into that microphone.
Scott.
Very good, Jordan. Scott, he did it. The name suggests what the game is. The players are going to be performing a scene, and you're going to provide all of the sound effects. So let's do a little practice of that. Let's say I got a door in front of me. I want to see if anybody's home. I'm just going to ring. Wait, hold on. That's why we do the practice. You got to wait, Scott. You got to wait. All right, so I'm going to ring the doorbell. Time it with me here. I'm ringing the doorbell. Okay, well, Now I'm going to see if anybody's home. I'm going to knock on the door. Let's do it together. Knocking on the door. Very good. And I'm going to open the creaky door. Here we go. Very good. Go on, everybody. Hello, I hear wolves howling at the moon in the distance.
Oh, there he is.
And I hear an owl. All right, so give it up for Scott, everybody. All right, so it's a game of audience sound effects with the help of Scott and the suggestion of a castle. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Oh, this Airbnb said it was going to be epic, and it is. I'm renting the whole castle. Oh yeah, they did say they had a nightclub upstairs. So I just gotta make some breakfast before I start my day. Oh, sorry about that. Woo! Nobody here. All right. I gotta start this old stove, so I'm gonna put some big old pieces of wood in this stove. I am really hungry. I'm so hungry. Another piece of wood. All right, let me start it up. I'm gonna strike this match. These are wet. All right. I'm gonna take this can of gasoline and put it on there. Well, that is scary gasoline.
Hello down there, Mr. Renfield.
Hey!
Tis I, Count Dracula.
Nice.
I will come down to meet you. I will walk down the long string of creaky stairs.
Oh, Dracula, are you all right? You tripped a little at the end there.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you heard me yelp like a wolf. I twisted my ankle just a little bit.
So I assume you're I haven't met the owner of the Airbnb. Hey, I'm Dan.
Yes, I am the owner. Smoke explosion.
Whoa! Whoa! It just rises to about your knees, but that was very cool. That was awesome.
I'm so glad you joined me here.
Thank you.
You have the old crackly parchments for me to sign, yes?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna grab them out of this old, crinkly, old book. Yeah. The wind came out. Here you go.
Oh. Let me read it carefully. I will put on my spectacles. It is such a roughly old page. I am done reading it and it has fallen to the floor.
Hey, Dracula, do you mind giving me a tour? I heard the dungeon is awesome.
Oh yes, come with me.
Okay.
Let me just right through these rattly old chains.
Oh, it got silent. I'll go first. Oh, hey. How's it going? You must be the arbiter of this here castle. I see you're chained to the wall. I'm gonna.
A sudden mystical appearance.
That's very theatrical. I'm gonna grab your chain and see if I can rip it from the wall. Oh, it's hooked to somebody else.
Be careful, my new friend Renfield, be very careful, for in 3 seconds she shall turn before your eyes into a howling werewolf.
Oh, wow.
2, 1.
How long does this process take? Oh, wow.
take them on in stride.
Hey, give her a shot, everybody! There's a free pass to come back, Scott. Here's a free pass to All right. One more time, give her a Scott, everybody. All right, so we're about to go to a very important part of our main event show, and that is we're about to go to our intermission. Not our intermission, that's a long time. We're about to go to our last and most difficult game. This is the game of 4 things. All right, so who am I sending out for this game? All right, these 2 are our guessers in this game. So on 3, everyone say, get out of here, Ben and Adam. 1, 2, 3. Get out of here. So, we're going to create some really bizarre activities for these folks to do. From anybody in this section over here, just shout out any sport. Pickleball. Good. And from anybody in the middle, shout out an activity that you've seen in a movie. Like, wait, what did you say back there? Playing Connect 4. Good. All right. And from anybody over here, give me an activity that happens in a house.
Sleep.
Or eating and sleeping. So I'm going to take eating. All right. And from anybody at all, give me a spooky activity like walking through a graveyard or
Walk through a wall.
Walking through a wall. All right. Wow. Okay. It's either spooky or Superman. All right. So. All right, what was that first activity? It was pickleball, I believe. All right, so the game of pickleball, but instead of using the ball in pickleball, which is a plastic ball with a bunch of holes in it, they're not using that. They're using something that's larger and alive. What is it?
A hedgehog.
A turkey. Somebody said a turkey. So the pickleball is a turkey. By the way, Michael, if we see anything happen in the chat, you just let me know, and then we'll throw it in there. So if you happen to be watching at home and you want to give some suggestions for this game, just start typing random stuff into the chat. From anybody in this middle area, give me, so it's rather than using a racket, they're holding something very heavy.
Rubber chicken.
A rubber chicken. We're going to say it's a normal weight rubber chicken, but it's a rubber chicken. All right. Let's see here. They're not playing pickleball against a fellow pickleball player. They're playing against what celebrity that's not in trouble for anything?
Bill Murray. Travis Kelce.
Ooh, I heard Bill Murray first. We're going to say Bill Murray. All right. What was that next activity?
Playing Connect 4.
Playing Connect 4. All right. So normally when you play Connect 4, you got sort of like the little checkers from the checkerboard almost, and you drop them in there. But these are going to be the head of what fictional character?
Unicorns.
Okay, it's going to be unicorn heads that they're dropping into this game of Connect 4. You get 4 unicorn heads in a row. The unicorn, and they really stick in there. All right. They're not playing this Connect 4 with unicorn heads on a table. The surface they're playing on is something that's very expensive, like a car. Or, what'd you say? A pergola? Is that a word? Wait, what? Oh, okay, a billiards table. All right, so like a pool table or a billiard table, I'll take either. And is it like a gondola? What is that? All right, and again, their opponent is going to be a fictional character.
Papa Smurf.
Ooh, a Papa Smurf. Playing against Papa Smurf. All right, what's the next activity?
Eating.
They are eating. The food that they're eating is actually they're eating a concept like fear. Well, what concept are they eating?
Laughter.
They're eating the concept of laughter. All right. Their utensils that they use to eat laughter with are something that you'd buy at like a Halloween store. I heard spider webs. I'm gonna take spiders. They're spiders. All right, that they're eating up the laughter with. And let's see here. When they, I guess they're not eating off of a plate. They're eating off of what item from a movie, like the One Ring from Lord of the Rings, or a lightsaber from Star Wars, or
The gauntlet from the Marvel
Thanos' gauntlet? Yeah, alright, so they're eating off of Thanos' gauntlet. Alright, what's the next activity?
Walk through the wall.
Is that the last one?
Yes.
Alright, they're walking through a wall. Okay, this one's gonna be weird. What do you change? Alright, it's gonna be the wall of what famous place? Like sort of like a level B or C famous place, like an Applebee's or
Like Jollibees.
I heard a bunch of different ones, but I'm gonna say they're walking through the wall at the Magic Kingdom, or we'll take Disneyland. They're walking through a Disneyland wall. And let's see here. The clothes that they're wearing while they walk through the wall are like something that would be cumbersome to wear, like a knight's armor or.
Chainmail.
Okay, I'll take chainmail. They're wearing chainmail. Makes sense. Very good. Okay, and they're walking from a place to a place. So they're walking through the wall that they're walking through is at. I guess that makes sense. At the Magic Kingdom. They're wearing chainmail.
About the wall itself.
The wall itself is made of. Somebody said Jello. All right, they're walking through a wall made of Jello at the Magic Kingdom wearing chainmail. All right, that's all the activities, right?
Yes.
All right, give it up for yourselves. That was great suggestions. You did so good. I'm proud of you. You're the best. You're the best. I'm proud of you. Your mother's proud of you. Everyone's proud of you. All right, so here's what just happened. We sent the players out of the room so they cannot hear any of the suggestions I just got from all of you. In a moment, we're going to call them back into the room. These players are going to have to get them to not just guess what these activities are. They actually have to get them to perform these activities. They have to get them to do these things. Now, to make it even more difficult, they can only give them hints and clues using 2 tools. Those tools are gibberish and mime. So gibberish is gobbledygook nonsense, words that don't actually mean anything. Like habashkibadoo babashkibadoo baba, like how the minions talk. And mime is, you know what mime is? It's like a French martial art. And if they successfully get all the guesses, we'll be amazed by it. But let's go ahead and get a quick review of these things from Jared.
All right, we're playing pickleball, but our ball is a turkey, our racket is a rubber chicken, and we're playing against Bill Murray. Everybody say one. One. Next, we're going to be playing some Connect Four. The little Connect Four checkers or tokens are unicorn heads. We're playing on a billiards table, and our opponent is Papa Smurf. Everybody say two. Then we're going to be eating, and the food is laughter. Our utensils, we're eating the laughter with spiders, and our plate is Thanos' gauntlet. Everybody say three. Three. And then finally, walking through a wall. We're going to be walking through a wall of Jello at the Magic Kingdom, wearing chainmail. Everybody say, that's weird. That's weird. All right.
All right, so now all we need to do is call the players back in here. What's the spooky Halloween noise we want to make to get them back in here? Audience. Anybody say? Somebody shout out a coherent thing. Screaming. All right. Well, okay. So on 3, everyone say, "Get back in here!" 1, 2, 3. Get back in here!
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We got some real bizarre activities here for you. Hey, Anna, Ben, you're gonna go first. You're sitting over there. All right. In the game of 4 things, players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Oh, scatter.
All right, this side. Give her a bed, everybody. Yeah, right there, look straight forward. You all know the answers, Ben doesn't, so don't accidentally say them out loud. Ben, what are you doing?
I am walking through a wall.
Yeah.
That wall is made of Jell-O.
Yes.
I'm doing it in Sesame Street.
It's not in Sesame Street, no. What else?
And I'm wearing chainmail.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to send for the steel. The wall is not in Sesame Street. Adam, where is it?
To Disneyland.
Yeah! We'll take it. All right, next activity. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin.
Put your poke out of the token over. Polski dobra. Hado bugera. Jabo. What? Scuba What's a pocket title, Wagonado? Busy, go on, Baba. What's up, Baba? Oh, Jababo. Oh, bloop, bloop, bloop. Choba. Bonky Dodo. Scabada. 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 Scooby Cooter to Muscabada. Scabada. Scabada. Tobacana. Yeah. Somebody. Oh. Shagadana. Oh, Tobacana. What's going on? Oh! Shabadora? Oh! Oh!
Everybody! Alright, Adam, what are you doing?
Eating.
Yeah.
But my food is humiliation.
It's not humiliation.
Dang it!
Continue.
The fork is a spider.
Yeah.
And the plate is the infinity gauntlet.
Yeah! Alright, Ben for the steal. His food is what?
Humor!
It's very close, but I need an exact word. What is it?
Oh, comedy!
Sorry, no,
Dang
audience.
it!
We're not giving him another chance, and we're not playing close enough because this is not a Montessori school. All right, audience, tell me what it was. It was laughter.
Yeah,
All right. Next activity, players, are you ready?
Yes!
And begin. Alright, what are you doing?
I'm playing pickleball.
Yeah.
The racket is a rubber chicken.
Correct.
The ball is a turkey.
Yeah.
And I'm playing against Sylvester Stallone.
It's not Sylvester Stallone. I gotta send it to Adam. Who are you playing against?
Oh man, Will Smith?
No! Alright, tell you what, I'm gonna give the players 20 more seconds. Let's take it down on the screen. I'm gonna give the players 15 more seconds to clean that up. And go! Alright, stand right there. Who are you playing against?
I have no idea.
Alright, Adam, who is it?
Bill Murray.
Alright, final activity. Adam is currently in the lead. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
And begin.
Spink?
Obrigado.
What's up, that's bottle. Ah! Chama camarão? Olha, oh!
Toby no. Toby da. Toby Boda. Baba Daba. Sorry.
Adam, what are you doing?
I'm playing Connect 4.
Correct.
The pieces are unicorn heads.
Yeah.
I'm playing it on a pool table.
Yeah.
And I'm playing against Papa Smurf.
Give it up for everybody who volunteered tonight. Hey, here at First Coast Comedy, we've been open for about 1.5 years. That's how long this location has been going on. That's how long we've been doing shows here. And if you look around, there's still some empty seats. And when there's a really full packed night, we put out seats over there. We want to pack this place out every night. But you might notice there's some people or other places. Those people have made a bad choice tonight. But if you want to help those people make a better choice tonight, there's a lot of ways you can help spread the word about the stuff we do here. One, you can, we got the Facebooks and the Instagram. Give us a follow and whatever, share. I don't really do a lot of social media. Do that social media stuff. And also, you can leave us a 5-star review on any of those nice places where you can do that, on Google reviews or Yelp or TripAdvisor, any of those places. Sure would appreciate it. But even in the year 2023, the best form of advertisement is still, what is it? It is word of mouth. That's right. So if you enjoyed the show you saw tonight, please, please, please tell a friend. If for whatever reason you did not enjoy the show you saw tonight, please, please, please keep that to yourself. Nobody likes a whiner. All right, thank you all very much. This has been the Spooky Brain event. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night.
All right, let's give it up for Big St. John, Jazz Lexer, Jared Jackson, Adam Feynman, Stephanie Nicholson, and your host,